Yo, damn, this is Joao.
What up? This is Kesha.
This is David. Get up.
What's up with Destiny's Child?
This your boy Drake.
Hi, this is Vanna.
Hey, this is Harkins. Yo, what up? This big show, dog. Friday like y'all. This your boy Twister in the house.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift, and you're listening to
You're listening to Check This Out. Yeah, check it out. And this is Alright, what's up? This is Big Will Smith. Hey, check this out, man. It's your boy Young Troll. This is the girl, man.
Hi, this is Pogba.
What up? This is like Fiasco. Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz.
Hey, Ogale Yabi.
This is Leon.
How are you?
Hi, it's Christine.
Ogale.
This is Random Voice on the bench.
That name is a very, very important issue.
Chili peppers. This is our top two. Let's get that on something solo Coach J.
You know what I mean? Hey, my sister's voice, come up on my radio.
This is radio like you never heard before. Unlimited TV radio.
Slim, Jigga, how you doing?
Unlimited TV radio. We dare to lead.
TV radio. Show people, let's get the show on the road, okay? So hold it back. Let's do what we have to do all the time. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Unlimited TV Radio. My name is Adafi. You're sure that you love to come with the Unlimited on the Sports. Let's have some fun. Sorry about that. Echo back from the speaker in house. Well, it's time for us to, talk sports, getting on everything that's going on. Seems like Messi is now becoming fine wine because it's getting better with the age, as they say in Italy. Yeah. Yes, he's just won a trophy. What's it called? Finalissimo trophy. I don't know, but they beat Italy and they won that trophy. So it's good for the young man. Oh, it's a young man by my age. He's a young man. I can't believe it. So Manchester United flop will collect £3 million loyalty bonus as he leaves on the free transfer. You know the amazing thing with the way Pogba contract and Manchester United is done is lightning striking twice in the same spot. This guy, practically walked out on Sir Alex Ferguson on a free. They went out to spend 89 million to go sign him, right? He came back and then he just jumped back and forth everywhere. And right now, he's going to take the bonus from a club that he didn't achieve. Oh, Lord have mercy. I love football, I love football. I want to go back to play football if I didn't have this terrible knee with 18 plus 6, and that's 24 screws on my left knee. I think I would have gone to sign a contract and see what I can do. Okay, as he leaves a free transfer, with the final insult, meaning his 6 years cost the club a whopping £290 million. What the heck is that, man? Final insult on Manchester United. Wait, contract is contract. You've got to honor contract. That's just the way it is. Outrage as French politician Gerard Damien and Amalia Ode Costera, stick their World Champions League final claims about Liverpool fans despite Emmanuel Macron's fury and overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Okay, let's see how that goes anyway. But if you're out there and you want to join in on the show, you know how we do it. 07025000069 is the number to call in. If you want to send me a message on WhatsApp, you know what to do. It's the same number, 07025000069. Send me a message, tell me what you think about everything. But let me tell you one thing that happened to me yesterday. So last night I went out to go pick up my wife and was supposed to be coming back. And I said, I want to eat akara pap. And then we went to go and buy akara on the roadside. Meanwhile, I'm treating typhoid. They say you shouldn't be eating roadside food when you're treating typhoid, right? Well, but you know me now, me and my coconut head, I do the things that I like to do. You only live once, live it to the very fullest. That's what I believe. I don't give a flying hoot about anything anybody thinks. This is me. It's my life. Remember? Yes, it's my life, and I'm going to live it to the very fullest. And I'm going to have fun when I need to have fun. I'm going to enjoy it when I'm going to enjoy it. I don't have time to regret when I'm older. Oh, I should have done that. I should have traveled to this place. I should have gone to see this person. I should have given that person a hug. I should have given that person the keys. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do the things that is fun, fine, for as long as I'm not messing up the world or messing other people's life. Okay? So I went to look for Akara. Somewhere around finishing touches, if you know that place anyway, if you don't know it, forget about it. Just think about Akara. And as I was walking around, I was struggling a little bit that, and I was wearing this soft flip-flop slippers, Adidas slippers, and I stepped on a 6 inches nail. What shit? Like it went through my Adidas slippers and went through my leg up to the top. Right now, I'm in labor pains. That's all I can say to you guys, okay? Well, that have not gotten pregnant and gotten to labor, you understand that terrible menstrual pain that you have, that cramp? That's how I'm feeling right now. But I'm in the studio. I'm going to do it. Okay, for guys, have you ever tried to use the force of God, the force of Zeus to hammer, or the force of Thor to hammer a nail on a concrete wall and the thing missed the nail and hit this your tongue, right? You know that pain. That's the kind of pain that I'm feeling right now. But hey, I don't care. You know, Wembley was the same place where Italy won the Euros. So now they decided to play the champions of Europe. This is not the Confederations Cup anymore, but the champions of Europe versus the champions of South America. And inside Wembley, okay? And Messi is part of there. So Messi won another title. It's called the Super Cup, right? I don't know, but that's what they call it, the Super Cup. So let me tell you how it reads on Daily Mail. Lionel Messi puts on a masterclass to ensure it's a miserable return to Wembley for Euro champion Italy as they were beaten 3-0 by Argentina in Finalissima. Okay, with Lautaro Martinez, Angel Di Maria, and Paulo Dybala on target for Copa America winners. Okay, so it was beautiful to see Messi drop down into midfield, drop down if he had a leg. You know that song? I don't know how to sing, so I can't sing for you, but you know what I'm saying. If you come from the my generation, she can take further. Remember that song? Okay, you can go back to the song and search for it and sing the song, play the song in your iTunes, whatever streaming device that you're using. After a sequence with hints that his magic may be fading, Lionel Messi proved once again he still has what it takes to sell out Wembley Stadium and keep Argentina dreaming in a World Cup year. Messi's sheer presence lured a capacity crowd of 87,000 to the home of English football and did not disappoint, orchestrating the 3-0 demolition of Italy, creating the first goal for Lautaro Martinez and the third for Paulo Dybala. Okay, so Messi has stopped being the one receiving the passes and now is the one creating the passes. All that was missing was a goal to call his own. Angel Di Maria converted the second, and Messi was fouled 3 times in quick succession as he hit the mesmerizing purple patch of form in the second half. Well, whatever it is, they end up with the trophy finalissimo as it is called, and that's the most important thing. It will be 35 later this month and scored only 11 goals in an underwhelming first season at Paris Saint-Germain, but he revealed this week that his sluggish form was down to the after effect of COVID after contracting the virus at the turn of the year. So, in case you wonder why he scored 11 goals, that's how much COVID can do to you. Mrs. Noya Kalibechi, I love you. I love you. My darling, I can see you from here. I can sight you. Okay, so Messi and his Argentine squad were too much for Gigi Donnarumma. Remember their teammates? Remember Angel Di Maria played for Paris Saint-Germain this past season, but his contract is run out, so he's going to leave them and he's going somewhere. We hear Juventus, we hear different places, but let's see where he goes. Definitely he's not coming to Manchester United for a second encore. He's also not coming to Arsenal for a Premiership return, but one thing is certain, it's going to go to Italy. And having said that, it will also be foolish to write off the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner just yet. There is still no one quite like him when the ball is at his feet and starts to move, lifting thousands to their feet and holding them to the thrill. And he can still conjure some very beautiful flashes of brilliance as he did against the Italian, leaving with the Man of the Match award. He did score a goal, created 2, but he ended up leaving with the Man of the Match award. Pleasing choices, as everybody did say, and another winner's medal around his neck. Now he's beginning to win things for Argentina. Nobody is going to say, oh, he didn't win anything for Argentina. That's a conversation for another day. Nobody's going to have that conversation anymore. He won the Copa America, now he's won the Finalissima, as it is called by the Italian. This was the Finalissima, the prestige showdown between the champions of Europe and South America for any shiny new trophy paraded on the pitch before kickoff by legends of the two nations, Marco Tardelli and Javier Zanetti. Both of them played in the Italian League. Okay, and it went emphatically in Argentina's favor, leaving Italy to reflect on the end of an era. Whoa. Looking at Tardelli and, see the guy, the looks, man, it's nice to see this guy's game. It was very, very nice. And I like the trophy anyway. I like the trophy. It's very fine, civil wear like this. Okay, you want to see this kind of trophies. Okay, so let me give you some facts from the match. Italy's squad was Gigi Donnarumma, Di Lorenzo, Bonucci, Chiellini, who substituted, he was substituted by Lazzari in the 46th minute. Emerson Palmieri also was there, and it was substituted by Bastoni in the 77th minute. Pessina was also replaced in the 62nd minute by Spinazzola. Remember Spinazzola, one of the revelations of the Euro. Jorginho, the man who is responsible for taking penalties all across club and country. Barella, Bernardeschi, who was substituted by Lucatelli. Remember Lucatelli? And then Ballotti, who was also substituted by Scamacca in the 46th minute. Raspadori was also there to make up the squad. Players on the sub bench who didn't start the game: Cragno, Florenzi, Poladitano, Maretti, Akabi, Cristante, Lorenzo, and Pellegrini. The players for Italy were Bonucci, Di Lorenzo, Barella. And for Argentina, Damian Martinez was in goal. Cristiano Romero, who was substituted in the 85th minute, by Pazzella, and he had Molina, Ottomani, Tagliafico, De Paul, who was also replaced in the 76th minute by Palacios, and Angel Di Maria, who was removed from the game after he had scored the second goal by the 90th plus minutes. Okay, it was replaced with Gonzalez, who was replaced in the 85th minute with Alvarez, and then you have Giovanni Lo Celso, who was also replaced in the 91st minute by Paulo Dybala, and then you have Rodriguez, and then Messi played for 90 minutes. Such that were used in this game: Rooney, Amani, Foyt, McAllister. I said Argentine player answering McAllister anyway. That's why like Irish, Scottish, or those kind of areas name anyway. Acuna, Lisandro Martinez, Gomez were the ones that were not used. Okay, and then you have the goals came in the 28th minute for Martinez, and then you have Angel Di Maria scoring in the 45th plus minute, and then you also have Paulo Dybala scoring after coming on in the 90th plus 4th minute. Okay. Only one player booked for Argentina. That was Otamendi. That's just the way Otamendi. That's just the way it went. Well, I don't have too many stories to tell you about this game, but I just thought I should remind you that that game went down, and that's how it went. Okay. If you got anything to say, you can ask a question now. Ojo ID Patil, say good morning. How was your night? My night was fine, but full of pain because of this nail that I stepped on. I'm still feeling the pain, but hey, life goes on, man. We gotta live. Akim Usere Adeni Yomi, he say you will never hear of Arsenal. I pity my top 4 will be realistic next season, not because Richard, my brother Utweje, say good morning, bros. Good morning to you. I just laugh when people say Messi is finished because of his performance at Paris Saint-Germain. This is a player who plays the master role at Barcelona, spreading everywhere on the field. But at PSG, he got Mbappe and Neymar who are doing the running while he drops deeply into midfield. It's good to just accept the fact that Messi is too good and doesn't have anything to prove to anyone. Big bros, Redo, I salute you too. The thing is, okay, so the way they say potato, and whatever, tomato and tomatoes, I don't know, potato and potato, all of those stuff. People will always yap around about what they want to yap around, and people will always bring on this argument. We come from a different generation, so this generation, I'm trying to accept that generations are different. When I was growing up, I can't remember ever comparing, for instance, Paulo Maldini with Danny Blind. I can't ever remember comparing Franco Baresi with anybody. We never grew up like that, right? We never tried to compare Marco van Basten with Jürgen Klinsmann or Rudi Völler with Dennis Beckham or anybody. We never. you can't even try to think like that. Your brain is not wired to think like that. Rather, you are grateful. Yes, the tournament is FIFA recognized. Oga, you're grateful that you are watching all of these brilliant and excellent footballers, and they are showing their stuff in their respective leagues and clubs and countries, and you just feed yourself the beauty, glamour, and splendor of what they have to offer you. But in today's world, so you are just about as good as this person. Oh, you are good, but you're playing in the French league. So French league is the Farmers League. So this you're not good enough. If you think you're good, you should go to the Premier League. We never had that, growing up. That wasn't even the conversation. Okay, so you're playing in the Premier League. If you think you're good, why you play for West Ham? You should go and play for Man City. If you can't make it to Man City, then it means you're not good. Okay, you play for Man City. Oh, you guys have not won 10 Champions League. If you've not won 10 Champions League, then you're not good enough. There's always somebody who's going to raise the bar. And you know what? Majority of the people who are raising the bar don't even know the size, the dimension, the diameter of a football. Why are you going to take such people serious? I don't think it's something to take serious. What I always see with the Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo conversation is, I always say that I'm not comparing the two of them. There is no way. These two guys challenged themselves to be the very best at the very, very top. And they did it for 15 years or so, consistently, pushing each other to greater heights and becoming standard bar that everybody should attain to be. But then, you don't have to be Messi to be a great player. Lewandowski did not have to be Messi or Ronaldo to be a great player. Neither does Benzema, no, any other person. The way I see football is, you come in and you show your stuff. It's like preaching. You can't say that, oh, every other preacher should preach like TD Jakes. So if you don't preach like TD Jakes, Adeboye, you're not a good preacher, while you're a slow motion preacher. You can't say that. He's a preacher. He's an excellent preacher. And people listen to him. Communicate. You can't say, okay, Tunde Bakari, you're not a good preacher. Oh, you can't say, Pastor Kisley, you're not a good preacher. Or Didi Memayari of, that's the church again. You can't say he's not a good preacher. Or in BMA, or whatever they are, or Joel Austin. Everybody have their gift, and they put it up in the best way they know how to put it up. So, my name is Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Sports. I talk sports the way. I believe that I'm the best football analyst in the world. If you don't agree with it, that's your business. I'm not going to come shove it down your throat and beat you or fight you or keep my list with you. But there are other people that you would prefer. So it's not a competition. It's not you have to be like this person, you have to be like that. I don't think it should be like that. But there are people who always want to bring in those conversations, and it's their business. I'm not going to force them not to have their opinion or their vibes, the way they feel. But I think that it is wrong to start comparing footballers and say, okay, you have to measure up to this player to be a good player. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No matter how big your container is, there's another container that is bigger than your container. But it doesn't stop your container from being a container. Think about it. That's just the way I see it, okay? No matter how big your farm is, there's another farm that is bigger than your farm. But does that stop your farm from being a farm? No. So, hey, let's just learn to respect people in their space, doing what they're doing, and appreciate what they offer, especially those that are doing well in that space. Especially those that are doing well in that space. It is very, very important. 07025000069. Yes, let's dive into some of the headlines and some of the conversations of football as we are still on the show. Looking around, I don't feel like playing today anyway. It's Thursday, you know how Thursday is, and I'm going to come back to you people's conversation. But I'm coming. Let me have some fun. It's fun time. Okay, Iron Man Ivan Perisic is football according to say because he's aging backward. All right, the 33-year-old thrived with Antonio Conte at Inter Milan, and they won the league together, and he can help Harry Kane and co-ignite. But Tottenham must beware of his fiery character. That guy can burn your dressing room when you least expect it. Okay, so let us not forget that part of him. Okay, Manchester United are confident of sealing a court price £50 million deal for top target Frankie de Jong, despite the midfielder wanting to stay at Barcelona, as Eric Ten Hag looks to replace Pogba and Yeseliga this summer. He's replacing Yeseliga. Yeseliga have not been playing for Manchester United, so what's the whole talk about? But that's what I've got to say. I think that somehow in all of this conversation, what was I going to say? Barcelona they are desperate for it. They don't think that Frankie de Jong is the solution going forward. They think that he is dispensable. He's a player that they can do with that, right? So they can cut him, and if cutting him means collecting 50 million, that'll be fine. And if Manchester United is desperate enough, they might also hike the price up to like 80 to 100 million. But when you got to think about it, somebody said Declan Rice, Ekpoma Rice, is 150 million. How is Declan Rice 150 million and you want to pay 50 million for Frankie de Jong? I don't get it. I think that Frankie de Jong is a better player than Declan Rice. That's my thought. That's what I think. You can agree or disagree, give your point, but don't insult anybody, and tell me what you think. But that's my thought anyway. You can tell me what you think. And then Romelu Lukaku is open to taking a £3 million pay cut to return to Inter Milan. He don't bad Risu. This guy, why did you come to Chelsea in the first place? Okay. Why Newcastle closing on 36 million so for Reims striker Hugo Ekitike? That name sounds like a Calabar name, but what is it? Like it's from Bakassi somewhere. Lewis Hamilton is no longer the Mercedes boss. George Russell has taken his position. Former F1 team boss Eddie Jordan believed the 7-time world champion's new teammate has taken advantage of the Brit slump. Okay, let's see if that will last, or Lewis Hamilton will get angry and then break his contract and move to another vehicle. I'm just thinking that Mercedes decided to, give him a bad car this season and prove what, you know how they say that it's not the car, it's the driver. But I've always insisted that it's a combination of the two. It's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit kind of thing. So it's a combination of the road, the car, and the driver. But I said, no, it's not the car. Give him any car. Excuse me. Give him any car he will drive. They've given him any car now. Any car. He can't even see pole position again. He can't. Not even to talk of winning a race. He can't see pole position again. So it's not about any car. I've always said that it's just the same thing with coaches. So what does talk of give him any team, he will win title. I lie you. There's timing, there's a good squad, then there is a bad squad. Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti, Yogi Club cannot win a title with Demi Kanté. Forget it. Don't deceive yourself. With Demi Kanté and all this point deduction, they cannot win any title. Right? So we should always have that at the back of our mind. But let's move. Chris Wheeler, okay, who writes on the Daily Mail, this is what he's going to say. Say Pogba is the 219 million pounds poster boy of Manchester United's grim decline. He returned to so much fanfare, but after a promising first season, his relationship with Jose Mourinho turned toxic and his form never recovered from that. But I must say something that the people behind Pogba are majestically good. Because for Pogba to have such a terrible run, 6 years at Manchester United, and still going to walk away from Man United and walk into a top team, there's something good about the people behind him who should be looked at. And so that brings me to the conversation of Kalvin Phillips. So that's a comment from someone yesterday. I saw it yesterday, and I thought I should talk about it today. I should bring it up today, and maybe we'll look at. I'll give my take on it. So I'm not going to say here that no, that shouldn't be done. I just want to give my take on it and tell you what I feel about it. Okay, maybe you guys will not agree with me. Maybe you guys will agree, but let's just agree to disagree for a minute. Okay, let's just agree to disagree on this front. Okay, so it's not about who is right and who is wrong. Just want to point out something. Okay, and in the Elevated TV Radio Family Group on WhatsApp, I said something about it yesterday, and I'm going to bring it in a particular way that we would have to think about it for a minute, pause and think and say, okay, is this real or is fake? So once the news broke that Kalvin Phillips is going to England, right? Once the news broke that there's a possibility that Kalvin Phillips, Steven Gerrard will sign Kalvin Phillips. This is what someone said. His name is McAvenny. Okay, this is what he said. He said, Bassi has impressed since joining the Jazz, which is Rangers, on a free transfer from Leicester in June 2020. However, McAvenny insists he is not yet good enough to play in the Premier League. And Fiesta Jack Grealish? Are you serious? Is Jack Grealish a top player? Like seriously, Jack Grealish? If you want to talk of top players, Jack Grealish is the guy that you will mention? Okay. How can I join the Elevated Family WhatsApp group, please? You can't. You can't. That group is already locked. There's no space for anybody to join the group again. And the group, it has started since the last 3 years. Now they are paying $1 million to join the group. You cannot join the group. Peter Daniel, 1764. I'm sorry, 1764. I never born you that you are too old. You are just as old as America or older than America. But anyhow, let me read this above. It said, it's not yet good enough to play in the Premier League. And first top players like Jack Grealish and no match for him. So, of all the players to mention, first, this guy is a person that people listen to, that people give attention to. And is so optimized that this comment, as I'm talking to you now, if you search for Kalvin Phillips, this post is the first thing you will see online. Good. Can he go in and play in the Premier League right now? No. McAvenny told Football Insider correspondent Bill White, I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League. If Gerrard is buying him, it's because he has done a job in Scotland. England is a whole different game. It's more so bad, but if he comes up against someone like Jack Grealish, it will get ripped apart. I'm sorry to say, Bassi, but that's the truth. What truth? Another year up with Rangers, and maybe he might be ready. At this moment in time, the brutal truth is not good enough. So this is what I've got to say. I'm not coming here to ask you whether it's good enough or not good enough. No, that's not the question I'm going to throw at you. This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to teach. This is basic media 101. I'm going to teach you. You said the thing about football. When they say Arsenal wants to sign Tierney from Celtic to England, nobody made this comment. And I'm not talking about white privilege here, but I'm just telling you about how some things work in the Western world. Some people just wake up and say, okay, you know what? We are marketing a player for that position to Steven Gerrard, to Aston Villa. But this one that is looking at this boy, let us find someone who would dampen his image. But I thought that if Kalvin Phillips have a good team behind him, this is the moment for his PRO team to shine. His team, his Ediale Kingsley group. This is the time they are supposed to shine. This is the time they are supposed to, rain in on everybody's parade and prove that, look, this McAvenny idiot does not know what he's saying. Because this is a guy who made it to the team of the year in the Europa Cup. So bad, according to McAvenny, he made the European team of the year. So bad, he was instrumental to Rangers going all the way to the finals of the Europa Cup and losing on penalty. But somehow, he's not good enough to play the Premier League. And guess what? The biggest player that this guy thought is the shredder in the Premier League is one Jack Grealish, who he thinks will shred him to pieces. Let's even say it's so good. Is Man City a team that Aston Villa will play 38 times in the league? No. So, he gets shredded by Jack Grealish. How many people play against Man City and they are better than Man City? I don't know how many teams that does that. Even the of this world and the whole Liverpool or Chelsea or Arsenal or Man United, they are not better. Okay, they get beaten and sometimes draw. So if he's going to come to Aston Villa, it doesn't matter what Jack Grealish is playing. He's supposed to be given a chance. But to just shred him like that, I'm not standing for it. I'm standing for my own boy, Kalvin Phillips, that he can come to the Premier League and play very well. So if they don't agree with him, I don't think I want to agree with this guy. But the funny part is whether I agree or I disagree, this is the standard by which Kalvin Phillips will be judged from now until Kalvin Phillips and his team stand up to put something. So the question that comes up to me is, if you're Kalvin Phillips still, what do you do? Well, Kalvin Phillips played over 50 games last season and gave good performances, made good crosses. If I was a team, what I'll do, I'll get all the clips of his game, the goals he scored, the crosses he brought in. Remember the game against Mexico, he whipped in a very good cross. I will put them together, put it out there, get influencers to project it as much as possible, get 1 million or 2 million votes, and get some fantastic writers to write about, analysts to talk about the projection of his crosses, the distance, measure the distance he's covered, talk about the tackles he made, because nobody have those statistics. And because those statistics are not available, now everybody's going to believe this swine and say, oh yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough to come to the Premiership. That's an expert opinion. That guy is the guy. So when you type Kalvin Phillips, that's the first thing you say, okay, it's not good enough to come to the Premiership. Let's put it there. Let's put it on the backside. Let's wait for another season. And then maybe next season it doesn't get as good as this season performance in Rangers. And say, okay, we'll tell you this guy's not good enough to play in the Premier League. So let's just keep it in the bush. But the Premiership is filled with players that cannot even carry his boot, not talk about lace his boot. That's just the way it is. And until African players realize this, we would only have Sergej Pogba as the only player that I want a Ballon d'Or, and no African player would. Because sometimes people say, oh no, I let my player do the talking. I don't want anybody to do push for me. Man, shut the fuck up, man. We live in the era where numbers is everything. You okay, statistics, push, media, push is everything. So if you're sitting where you are, you say, it doesn't matter. Your family member of Kalvin Phillips, don't worry, football will do his talking. People like this will talk him down, and he will go from having the opportunity to go play for Aston Villa in the Premier League to struggling to play in the Championship or probably League One eventually. That's something that we must know from now on. We must start pushing from now on. And it's a narrative that our media must understand how to do. But if we don't know how to do it, well, I don't know who's going to help us. Okay, so let me read some messages I'm seeing on Instagram. Peter Daniel, there's no blackmail for it. So calm down. No need to do flash. It was set up. It was open for everybody. And at some point, the group is locked. It's full. You want me to bring you in? Who do I remove to bring you in? I'm not the one in control of the group anymore. I might be an admin, just a co-admin. That group have carried their cross from Owerri to Calvary for this group, for this company. They've done a whole lot. It's not about I listen to you. A lot of people listen to me. So calm down. Okay? Sad. And then with the sad face emoji, you say, I can't join because I really like your program. And listen to the program here. Yeah. That group is more than the program. That group is called family. So there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of demand on the people in that group. If they put you in that group and they put a demand on you, you might run. So I've been following you since you were at Real Life. A lot of people have been following me because I'm good at what I do. Okay, so I'm not bitter taste. On this job, I'm not bitter taste. I'm good. It's like telling Murphy that I've been following you since it's because he's good at what he does. Or telling Peter Drury that I've been following you since it's because he's good at what he does. Nobody follows somebody that is not doing good. Okay, but that group is different. Okay, Big Man Abayami, he said, boss man, I've been a long time member of Elevator WhatsApp group. I changed my phone now. I got locked out of the group that I am no longer a participant. Boss man, what can I do? What can be done? Nothing can be done, sorry. Like the 10 Virgin, your lamp has run out of oil. I don't control that group anymore. If you were in the group before, you know I don't control that group anymore. It's a long group. If you have been in the group before, you understand the whole. See, it's our Illuminati. Yes, it's our cult, and we. That's not gonna be stupid. Okay, but I there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't open the door of family to everybody. If you walked out you change your phone or whatever, and you didn't let anybody in the group know, you didn't even create enough connection with people in the group to be able to speak for you, then you didn't even have the right to be in the group in the first place, because the group was built for people to network, interlock themselves, and become one unit. And you choose not to be family. That's why you even left. Nobody missed you. That's just the truth. Let's move on. Let's talk about some of the things that is going on. And who's asking me why I'm crying? I lost my sister. That's why I'm crying. Okay. Don't forget your own past. You sausage. Paddy Pimblett hit back at cheating little juice head TJ Dillashaw after American savaged him for the two UFC fight and claimed he would never be a champion. Yeah, I like sports because sometimes there's the good, there's the bad, and then there's the ugly. And sometimes the ugly is juicier than the good. It's just what it is. Okay. Caribbean heads list of sporting stars on the quiz honors list as Wales forward is awarded an MBE, with Rio Ferdinand, James Miller, and England cricketer Moeen Ali also. That guy You know that guy with the big beards, like I said, like my producer, Ahmed Karanjari. Yeah, he has a clean score, a clean shave. It's a cricketer. You should know it, okay? In case you don't know it. Also recognized for services to their sports and charity. When would Nigeria begin to recognize people for their sports? I keep saying that if we have a national sports policy that says, okay, if you've served any sports for 10 years, this is the kind of recognition you get. This is the kind of reward you medal for Nigeria, bronze level at any competition. Any competition. This is what you get. Then you can stagger it, okay? At African competition, at world competition, at Olympics, at World Cup, at this one, at that one, junior level, senior level, mid-age level. I think it will be. Those in favor say aye, those against say nay, but I think it will be a motivation, an extra motivation, okay? That will come straight from the government. It's not an NFFT. And there's somebody in the ministry who take record of these things, and the players also can take record of themselves. Inter Milan could line up with Lautaro Martinez and Paulo Dybala up front together next season as Vice President Javier Zanetti drops hit about all Argentine strike force at the San Siro. Okay, you see what I'm saying again? It is good. You see why our ex-players say that? Our ex-players, all the Bokocha, all the Yobu. Why is it that when people retire, when they work for the club when I play for? Because if you do, at least when Mike Emenalo worked for Chelsea, we had a line, there, we have Kenneth Omeru, we had to say, this thing is normal. Now you have a Brazilian Edu in Arsenal. You see Martinelli is there, you see Gabriel Magalhaes is there, they are calling other Brazilians again. It is what it is. When Alexander was leaving Man United, he brought a Scotsman, even though that guy was Adisoko man, Moye, Moye is Adisoko name. It's Adisoko word. But, if you have a Yobo as technical director, something, football director at Everton, instead of struggling for crumbs in the Super Eagles, by now, we have like 3 Nigerians joining Alex Iwobi there. Because it happens across Europe. I just think, Kocha is a football director at Paris Saint-Germain. Okay, no, that place is too big for him. No, he doesn't have what it takes to be there. That's way above his pay grade. Let's not call him out. Big man, I say, so sad, boss man. That group meant a lot to me. Hoping I could be able to join back someday. Hopefully, let the people that are there decide that one. Now, hippie hooray for Ukraine. Ukraine is going to win the next World Cup. Hallelujah. That's not a prediction. This is me having fun. So please don't say I predicted it. But Ukraine is going to win the next World Cup. Let's just humor ourselves a little bit. They beat Scotland 3-1. 3-1. And Ukraine still emotional and deserved World Cup playoff win over Scotland at Hampden Park in their first match since Russian invasion, with only way standing between them and the Qatar World Cup. Listen, Ukraine, I don't care what Scotland did, whether they did a walkover, whether you people sprinkle anointing oil from mountain of fire and they fall down and die. Where's go be to now? Where's no day for this conversation? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Nobody. Ukraine, when I go walk out, because that game that I saw was so easy. It looked like Scotland just came to fall down and die. I don't know, but I'm just saying. But they had a good game. Zichek was fantastic. What's I gonna play for? Yeah, was also fantastic. It was slow, but it was good. Brazil legend Pelé calls on Vladimir Putin to end Russian wicked invasion of Ukraine and says there is no ideology that justifies burying the dreams of children as war-torn nation takes another step towards the World Cup. While Pelé, you should also be risky to stop listening to NATO and see. People are making money. America gave $41 billion to Ukraine. To do what? Money. The guys who are pushing the war are not really in the front of the battle. They are just having fun. You know that people still go to nightclub in Russia. People still go to church. People still go to parties. People are living well. So Zelensky should raise a white flag and end this stupid war. As far as I'm concerned, it's a stupid war. There's no point to prove this. You know that song of Lucky Dube? You know who's come to mind? Leaders that it was anytime they want some for the era and some for fun. That's the way it feels to me. Like this. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to transfer gist. Even though some of you that are watching the live stream are already seeing the gist, but some of those of you that are listening online, let me give you transfer gist. Okay, let me. Everybody's coming. Ooh, there are ooh. YouTube is full of. Felix Peters, he said Rodrigo de Paul was my man of the match yesterday. That's your opinion. Jorginho has never been efficient, just overrated. Okay. Johnny Gaffar, my guy. He said Rice is not worth any 150 million. It's the English tax. I agree with you, bro. We are sick. We're always, on the same path on this one. And Felix Peters, he said Frankie de Jong isn't just better than Rice. He is far more intelligent than Rice. The English players are always overrated. Oh, nigga, come here. Come on, take a bear hug. Come on. Let's get a bear hug together. Oh, that's the way I see it. I love you, bro. And he said, I'm not surprised he said the same about Virgil van Dijk when he was at Celtic. Okay, good. Johnny Gaffar, like the 10th Virgin, your lamp has run out of oil. Yeah, dang, you trade back from me, man. Ume Aikin, he said, no sound from me or from you. That's on you, man. That's on you completely. That's on you. Let me sound like Eddie Murphy. That's on you, not me. Hey, Ghana 3, Madagascar 0. Okay. Who's Madagascar? Madagascar is, I just talked about Eddie Murphy. Madagascar is an animation movie and a Cartoon Network or somewhere around Netflix or somewhere. So Madagascar is not football. When you talk Madagascar, you talk animation and cartoon movie, but you talk football. Tell me when Ghana beat football playing nations. Now, where have you been? Since you've not been here, now that Ghana beats animated people now, let me hear what. But in the spirit of sportsmanship and good brotherhood, congratulations to Ghana. Ghana won their game. But that's not the headline match. Okay. But for the record, Madagascar also beat Nigeria 2-0 in 2019. So salute to you people. Hi Ghana for winning that match. But make gonna do well for the World Cup. I'll be in Qatar anyway. Make gonna do well. I'll be supporting Ghana. But at the same time, if I don't do well, we're not gonna hear for this channel. All these Ghana people that keep coming to my comment section to insult me, we're not gonna hear. We're gonna do well. If I do well, we celebrate it together. But if I don't do well, okay now. Hey, Church Boy HQ, how you doing? I'm just saying. So let's juggle through some of the transfer gist, and transfer rumors, and all these things. Now Arsenal is not even in the transfer news again. I'm worried. I'm scared. I mean, behind the scene, you'll be hearing that Arsenal want to sign one 50-year-old, one 12-year-old. Is the spirit of Arsene Wenger still in the club? Yeah? People say, do people. People. Liverpool's England forward Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Buhari. Mohamed Salah. He's 29 years old. He said he would prefer to join the Premier League rivals next summer if no new deal to stay at the Reds is agreed. This is Mo Salah blackmailing Liverpool. It is what it is. This is him trying to blackmail to how do I put it now? To cause a stir, and that shouldn't be allowed. If I am Liverpool, I will tell him, to this season we want to sell you. You must go. You must go. Choose your club and get out of this club. What's wrong with you? If you give us goals, we pay you money. We make you shine. Where did they play before? Were you that good before you came to Liverpool? It's not as if you were this good before you came. Chelsea don't drive one for that club. I mean, I've seen Barcelona where you play, and you won't show yourself like, say, you're too good. I would. That's how brutal I am, but everybody's not as brutal as I am anyway, so I can't understand. Senegal forward Sadio Mane wants to leave Liverpool this summer. The African boys have started. The African boys have plotted a coup. They want to give Africa a bad name now. We buy money serious contenders for his signature, but I will bet every money that I have right now at this company that Sadio Mane will not do well at Bayern Munich. But let's just chill. Because Bayern Munich football is a lot more technical than Liverpool football. He goes there, it's just going to be average. I'm saying this thing, Sadio Mane is not as technically gifted as people are thinking. It's just the crew. You know when you sing in a band, like NSYNC, Westlife, everybody was good. NSYNC, Boys to Men. Sometimes it's only two people that is carrying everybody. If you now break them into pieces, you now realize that some people don't feel single. You remember the greatest boy band of all time, new edition. When they break, some people don't feel sing more than 2 albums. Some people, all they rap tres verse when they feel say they sabi sing. When they break, they don't produce out. The greatest band of all band, not boy band, and the greatest band of all band. People say it's the Beatles. I don't know, but I like Queen. Okay, so let's talk about bands. Well, today's Thursday. Let's talk about band. What's the greatest musical band you've ever listened to? For me, it is Queen. Some people don't even know who Queen is. Bohemian fucking Rhapsody. Yes. Queen, for me, the Beatles is... it's too English for me. Queen was the showstopper, was the showmakers of band. It was the Holy Grail, the Jerusalem, or the Mecca, what's that place that they go to in Saudi Arabia again? Jeddah, right? City. We give our best in the end. See, nobody comes close to that band. Okay? It's like the argument of Michael Jackson and what's that like? Prince. I don't know what you're thinking about Prince. They ain't got no shades on Michael Jackson. Who know Prince? Papare. Shut up. Michael Jackson is a guy. You see Thriller, you see Black and White, you see Billy Jean. Are you crazy? It's not because I'm black, but that's music, man. Let's not talk about transfer. So, oh God. If Salimani go by Emily, when I go see the team while he talk, he will go from Agbakara, Crocodile to Wageko. When I go to say, hey, Daphne, wow, you said this to me. When I go say, hey, you know the way Nicolas Pepe went from Igu to Dokfawo Pikin, Dockley, from Lille. He was an Igu. He come last night, talk to Papaya Pikin. You know, I go see, watch and see. You test and see that the Lord is good. You would testify. Once have I heard, once it was spoken, twice have I heard, all powers belong to God. Do I go say, I don't know. But let's just keep our fingers crossed. Oh, for me, it's the Rolling Stones. Okay. Rolling Stones. Ben a quiz. Leave Rolling Stones. I go stick on that. But Rolling Stones are good. Rolling Stones were good, but I still won't pick Rolling Stones over Queens. Man, Queens, yes. For me, it's Queens, I think. I'm stubborn about this one. It's Queens. I love them. I love Queens. Okay, Chelsea have open talks with Sevilla about signing £50 million rated French defender Jules Kounde, 23, who helped the Spanish club win the Europa League in 2020. Newcastle United are close to securing a move for Reims, 19-year. Why should Newcastle United be buying 19-year-old players? What's wrong with them? French striker Hugo Ekitike in a £36 million move. I thought they had Saudi money. They should be going for Saudi money kind of players. They're signing players that Arsenal will sign. Why are they signing Everton kind of players, West Ham, Arsenal, Sunderland kind of players? What's wrong with them? Okay, after announcing the exit of Pogba and Jesse Lingard, Manchester United have opened talks with Barcelona for Netherlands midfielder Frankie de Jong, 25, over a £72.5 million ball. Now we're talking. I told you that this money will go up. Now we're talking 50 million now. 80 million. Then Barcelona say, Frankie de Jong, what did they worry you? You don't get sense. Go. Help us to get money and you go get a better salary. Go and do like Pogba. Play rubbish football, collect good money, and then later in your career, you come back to Barcelona. After all, this club was still doing rebuilding. We'll rebuild stadium. We're not going to win anything now. Chill. Get out of here. Go. You know the way Salah say encourage Cristiano Ronaldo to go. When they bring 80 million. Say, Cristiano Ronaldo, you know I love you like a son. Okay? But, hey, we need this money. And you know when they sell you, I have my percentage. To train my horse. My horse business is struggling. So go. That's where you win Ballon d'Or. You cannot win Ballon d'Or here again. After this 2009, you can't win again. This is luck. They don't give it to people playing the Premier League. Go there and fight that little boy called Messi. Even though Messi will come back and destroy Man United later, but go and fight it. Anyway, so I think that's what Barcelona will do. We'll do with Frankie de Jong eventually. But Manchester United will look to pursue a move for Lazio Serbian midfielder Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, 27, as the alternative to Frankie de Jong. Okay, that's a workaholic player. Manchester United signed that player. They just might be in the hunt for the top four, but they will not win the league. Man United is not winning the league in the next 10 years. So if you're Man United fan, forget about it. Your Twitter handle would not tweet Man United have won the league. Man United are champion in the Premier League. Forget it. So don't be having hope or be believing one thing that one miracle will happen. Juventus are confident they have agreed a deal to bring back Pogba 29 when the French midfielder's Manchester United contract expires this summer. Okay, Liverpool plans to offer Guinea midfielder Naby Keita 27 a new contract. Okay, so Africans are still going to be there. Paris Saint-Germain are keen on the player, but the Reds hopes to keep Keita beyond next summer when his contract runs out. When they sign out, when the contract doesn't run out, shoot. Once are closing in on signing Sporting Lisbon show Joao Palhinha. Okay, with the Portugal midfielder 26 having agreed to join on a long-term deal for a fee of about 20 million. Is Wolves Portuguese players? Well, once upon a time, Arsenal was the breeding ground for French players. So let's take it. Manchester City remain keen on England midfielder Kalvin Phillips 26, but Leeds United are still hopeful of keeping the player after avoiding relegation. Well, I think they need Kalvin Phillips because Fernandinho is going. Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund, England midfielder Jude Bellingham. England midfielder Jude Bellingham, but they will not move for the 18-year-old until 2023. So they are already incubating their plan for depending whatever happens. Bayern Munich will try to sign Chelsea Belgium forward Ruben. No, this has to be APC news. This news have to come from APC. This media that gave this story must be owned by Lai Mohammed. Bayern Munich will try to sign Chelsea Belgium forward Romelu Lukaku 29, who is also wanted by what's the name of GiveMeSport? It's owned by Lai Mohammed. No, it doesn't look true. Lukaku is prepared to take a pay cut of wages to help returning to Inter Milan. That's a good news, but that Bayern Munich and Lukaku conversation, United have prioritized Ajax Netherlands defender Julian Timbers 20, but have also held talks, 2 rounds of talks with Braga's Portuguese defender David Carmo 22. Relegated Burnley's England defender James Tarkowski 29 is wanted by Aston Villa, Everton, West Ham, Newcastle United, and even Fulham. Villarreal are in advanced talks to sign Argentina midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso on a permanent deal from Tottenham. The 26-year-old joined the Spanish club on loan in January. And they like what they saw, so they want to keep him. But they don't want to keep Antonio Marcial because what they saw was worse than what they expected. So they can't keep him. Aston Villa won 3 more players after adding French midfielder Boubacar Kamara, 22, from Marseille, Brazil centre-back Diego Carlos, 29, from Sevilla, and turning the loan move of Brazil forward Felipe Coutinho, 29, from Barcelona, into a permanent signing. Uruguay's 35-year-old forward Luis Suarez, also who is leaving Atletico Madrid, is one of those under consideration. Former German playmaker Mesut Ozil, 33, does not plan to leave. At least this is not Arteta or Unai Emery's fault again. People used to say those people cannot manage their superstar players. Well, Lamara Facts Alade, he say, Mane, good move. Lukaku, nice move too. Make it stay the club now. Okay. I don't understand anything you write there. One bit of what you wrote, I don't understand. I don't understand what you wrote at all. It seems like you didn't write it in English language, man. Okay, so we stopped at Nana Addo on YouTube when he said the Ghana 3, Madagascar 0. Ebuza, I don't know what this guy is writing. It's not writing English, it's writing Turkish. That's Turkish. Turkish writing is not readable. Okay, so write in English and then we'll be able to read it. Having said that, we've come to the junction where we pack our bags and baggages and leave. But let me say this to you guys. My podcast is coming out this month. Yes. Special delivery. First episode is boom! Sunday Olise. Myself, Emmanuel Babayari. We are going to be on the table. I'll be talking stuff behind the scenes that you never thought were possible. Stop. We got big grown-ass man crying on the set. Yeah, that's what we'll do on the special delivery. So get yourself ready for the special delivery. This month, special delivery is coming up. And after Sunday, we said, then we're going to bring somebody else. I'm going to bring somebody else. I'm going to bring somebody else. And we just, one day we're coming to Ghana. We're going to talk to Anthony Yeboah. We're going to talk to Abedia Yupele. We're going to talk to a whole lot of people. Because that's what we do. It's special delivery. We deliver you the very best of it. Okay. Oluyem said, Mane's contribution has been massive for Liverpool. But I feel that Trent Alexander-Arnold needs to get a competitor for his position. His defending is bad. Well, I agree with you, but Liverpool are always on the top, so you can't even spot at that defending. Okay, but what they are paying money is small. Okay, I agree. Who negotiated the contract? I didn't negotiate it. I didn't negotiate it. So if he can't get himself a good manager, that's his business. Okay. Franklin, he said Bassey plays left back and Grealish plays left wing forward. How do they even face each other? God bless you, bro. And then come to Trabzonspor. So that's what you've been trying to write, sis, that you did not write in English. Thunder! Oh, I'm not Zeus. I thought I was Zeus. Anthony Wekeme, King of Africa. Turkey will be like Ikorodu. Some part of Turkey be like Ikorodu. When I forget what I see for TV, I've been to Turkey multiple times. Some part of Turkey be like that. Trabzonspor one at this, it be like Masse Surulere. So I don't know if I'm coming to Turkey now. I don't know. There is no thing. There is not unless somebody is going to foot the bill, pay for everything. I might come. But right now, that there is no juice for me to come and enjoy in Turkey. But somebody's going to pay for me to come spend 3 weeks in Turkey. After if you guys do it for comedians like the Funny Bone and the rest of them, why can't you guys do it for me? If you guys are good enough to do that, get my visas ready, I'll jump on the plane and come. But for me to raise my own fund to do that, I'm very, very low on funding. So I'm not even trying. I'm going to Morocco next month. Okay. Somebody accused me that I don't go for women championship. I don't cover women football. So I want to go cover the Women African Nations Cup, right? Just want to go for the experience, okay? I don't know if it'll be worth it, but and a precious MNK001 is saying, boss, between James and Arnold, which do you prefer? I like the two. Fact, even some part of Italy be like Ocean, yeah. But I love Italy. I just love. See, you can't talk bad about Italy where I am. Italy. That's the people who help to give me ability to work. So I love Italy, okay? I love Italy and I love Russia. I'm sorry. I love them. Well, guys, I gotta go. It's time for me to leave. But I come to Trabzonspor, brother. I'll try. Now I know, my friend in Ghana, when someone says Bassey would succeed, you are up in arms, but you just said money. Okay? No, I'm not up in arms because Bassey is a young player. Now, let me tell you, Mane is 30 years old. The way the game is played, look at Leroy Sané. I remember saying that he's going to have a good game because he's a good player, but somewhere it will fade away. People will not even remember if he's a player anymore. Sadio is not going to be able to put, what's it called? Bayern Munich on the pedestal that they need Bayern to be on. Because now Lewandowski is good. See, we'll talk football, but I'm not going to end the career of somebody just because I want to have an opinion. But I'm going to say these things the way they should be said. So, Sadio Mane, look at the way he plays at Liverpool. Just look at the way he plays. To play in the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich, you need some technical ability. He's got a lot of free reins. He's not going to get that at Bayern Munich. That's just the truth. So, for him to come there and do as expected, because there's going to be pressure on them, they barely managed to win the league this season. For Bayern, this season is almost a failure, but they won the league. But they did play well. If they're bringing in Mane, letting Lewandowski go, bringing in some other players, they expect high performance. Unfortunately, I don't think Mane is going to be able to give that. He's 30 years, according to his age, he might be more than that. So if he goes to Bayern, he might need to work hard more, and that just might not work. But let's get my fingers crossed and see. But I am up in arms against the guy who says a player who will not even come in contact with Bassey is the guy that was shredding. That position is wrong. That's my own position. Bayern, Bayern, 100%. Okay, no problem. let's wait and see how it goes. But then it's time for me to pack my bags and baggages and go. I'm hungry. Am I taking my breakfast? Okay, I drank tea before I took my medication. So I'm going to go take injection for my legs so that I don't have issues subsequently. Thank you very much for your time on the show today. God bless you. And you guys be good. Tomorrow is Friday. You know how it is. It's free for all. We can say anything outside of football. But then nobody, apart from Oluyem, somebody give me their band, their best band, their all-time best band. For me, it is still Queen. Queen. Because forever and forever and forever, for as long as there is sports, we are always going to be playing that song. We are the champions again. Let me look for that song. I play. If you're online, you should hear this song. Okay, but I can't play it because YouTube will just, all of this work that we put into this video will just die. So if you're out there, you're listening on www.elevatortv.com/radio, you should be able to hear this. And you understand why I say Queen at my best, okay? They're my all-time best band because that song is always going to be there for everybody to see, no matter where your creed, who you like or who you don't like, you just going to be there, like Queen, okay? That song, Queen. And then there's a whole lot of songs, okay? I love the Bohemian Rhapsody. I love a lot of Queen songs, but my sister mentioned the Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones was a great band. The Beatles was also a great band, but I think I'll stay with Queen. Okay, I'll stay with Queen. For me, even though the guy got HIV but I'll stay with Queen. All right, thank you very much, guys. My name is Idafi Matthew. You love to come in and look at one sports. It's been a wonderful day, and a big shout out to everybody, anywhere you are in the world. Be the very best of who you are created to be. You can be anything you want to be, but don't be the bad one. Bye-bye.